you've done a lot of research, and it's out in your books. I forget which one. I think it's in the Plant A book. About rabies, and because this is what's really bothering me here on the East Coast of the United States and a lot of the bigger cities, you can actually get fined if you do not have produced your papers that you have your dogs vaccinated for rabies.
Rabies is probably, in my mind, the organism of evil. And, not going into the moral and ethical discussions of what that might mean, or even spiritual discussions, rabies, when it has co-opted the central nervous system of the host, will make it hypersexual and violent to the point of killing. And so to me, that's just a simple physics and science definition of evil.
Well, because we're looking for that particular organism, I actually see it once or twice a month in people. And they're just floored when they look at the rabies bacteria, fungus. I forget off the top of my head what it is.
Negative strand RNA virus.
Virus, okay. In which, there again, it can mutate back and forth between a bacteria, fungus, and virus to stay alive. They're just floored when they look at the symptoms, and then they look at what they're going on with their health, and then they see the organism in their body, and they're going, really? But I just got my dog vaccinated. I shouldn't have these problems.
That's where they got it from.
Right.
What better way to get it into a household than to require it by law, in quotes, and have it introduced into the home, because it is said, Will, that people really are not necessarily allergic to dog hair and dander.
Right.
The primary allergy comes from the proteins in dog saliva. Where does rabies set up? It will go to the salivary glands, because that is the primary route of transmission.
And what does everybody like to do with their little puppies? They let them lick their face.
Lick them right on the face, man.
So you're being auto-inoculated through your kiss from your dog.
And, what better way to weaponize something, to get it into the house? And this is, to make a nod to Dave and your Wolf Spirit radio show, we talk about these archons and how creatively evil they are. What better way than to weaponize love and puppies?
And then mandate it by law.
To pollute them so that love and puppies becomes a weapon to the human.
Wow, that's something to really marinate on, I'm telling you. That's why on the phone, I never vaccinated my dogs. Ever, because I know when you vaccinate them, they get sick more. That was just pure knowledge on the farm. You never put junk into them. But yet we're being mandated by law in certain corporate sectors that you have to, unless you stand up and say, no, thank you.
Somebody I know had their annual rabies shot given to their dog, and their dog's kidneys completely failed, and it was one of the most miserable deaths you've ever seen. Then he asked the University of Illinois vet department, after a few $1,000 bills, what happened? Well, it's a known side effect of rabies shot. He said, then why would anybody get a rabies shot?
It's amazing how smart you become after the fact, and you've dumped a huge pile of money in your pet because it's your friend and you love your friend, to find out that you were mandated by law to poison your friend, which ultimately poisons you.
Yeah, that's the part where he was almost in kind of shock when I gently made the allusion to the fact that dogs shed, dogs have saliva, this dog was infected by a thing that basically melts your kidneys, and you were living with it 24 hours a day.
Yeah, so you have a petri dish spewing these spores out. That just, I don't even have words right now, other than clenched fist and jaw.
Yeah, careful with those piezoelectric signals coming from your jaw.
And I'm getting an overload right now. So anyhow, before you kowtow to the illusionary powers that be and submit to their fraud and get your dog vaccinated, I would rise up and say something, because it's not right. And there are ways to arm yourself so you don't have to do that. It's called self-empowerment. So stand up and say, no, thank you.